Today I'm going to share with you an interesting but unfortunate tale about the perils of having wild animals as pets. In the Soviet Union there seems to be a very relaxed attitude with regards to wild animals. And that may be something to do with the fact that wild animals were and still are used in circuses. The circus was a big deal in the USSR. Every big city had its own permanent circus building. Most are still in operation, as well, as you can see from these circuses in Samara, Bishkek, Yekaterinburg, Krasnodar, and the renovated one in Omsk. The most famous wild animal was a lion called, rather unimaginatively, King. King was actually a pet lion, a fully grown pet lion, and he lived with the family and he was a celebrity in the USSR. There's books about him, there was postcard sets. This book, called We Have a Lion at Home, ran to 300,000 copies and contains large photos showing King in everyday life. The postcard set had a print run of 400,000, reflecting King's popularity at the time. There would also be regular reports about him in the national press. He even starred in one of the most popular ever Soviet films, which was filmed in this city. The film from 1974 is called The Unbelievable Adventures of Italians in Russia and was a joint collaboration between the USSR and Italy. King can be seen strolling around Saint Petersburg during the white nights of summer when the sun doesn't go down. It's a highly entertaining film. Indeed, 50 million Soviet citizens went to the cinema to watch it. You can also enjoy it with English subtitles. I'll put a link for you in the description. However, this film would be the last appearance of King. After the filming, he was kept in a school near the film studios. I mean, it was a summer holiday, so there's no kids around. However, a nearby young couple that were taking their dog for a walk, their dog went into the school and they went to get their dog, and they were met by King, who either jumped out of the window or unlocked the door himself. I mean, you've got to think this is a sort of to a certain extent, a domesticated lion. He pounced on the young man, perhaps only to play, but the girl that was with him was terrified, obviously, and started screaming. Of course, they had no idea that he was a tame, friendly lion. And before long, the policeman came and saw what was going on and unfortunately had to shoot the lion dead. In fairness, the actors in the film also, even though they knew it was sort of a tame, friendly lion, they also were a bit terrified because, a full-size lion, I mean, that's quite an intimidating thing. Obviously, I'm in the zoo of St. Petersburg. I brought my daughter here a couple of weeks ago, and ever since she's been badgering me to take her back again, so we've come for another trip again today. And I thought this time, bring you guys along. Unlike some zoos that are awkwardly located, here is very well located, not far from Peter and Paul's fortress. Wow, at last I found someone with a bigger nose than me. Hello, big ears. Now, if you want to see a really, really wild animal, then look down there. The family were devastated to lose their superstar King. He was much more than just a pet to them, he was their life. And in order to help them get over it, they decided to get a new pet lion. The new little lion they called, rather unimaginatively, King 2. Now King 2, he also got well trained up and lived very happily with the family for a few years, but then the family's father died, and then the mother and young children were left with what was now a fully grown lion to try to deal with. One day the inevitable happened. The young boy that you saw in the photos earlier, who by now is a 14-year-old boy, has come home from school and seen the lion is attacking his mother. It seems the lion has been being teased by a drunken neighbour or something, and that explains why he turned on his owner. But you know, even if you've got a dog or a cat, you'll know that sometimes if they're in a bad mood or if they're a bit ill, you know, your dog or cat can attack you, bite you or whatever. But if your cat attacks you, it's not such a big deal. But if your fully sized pet lion attacks, well then that's a different matter altogether. The boy, seeing his mother being attacked by the pet lion, obviously tried to save her, and in the process ended up becoming the victim himself. Once again, the police came and shot the animal dead. The mother had to spend a couple of weeks in hospital, and the boy lost his life. So, perhaps not surprisingly, the experiment of having pet lions resulted in the death of 2 lions and of a child.